Here's my reassessment for rigid body equilibrium. Here I drew our free body diagram over here. That's the force of the ground in the y direction acting on the ladder, and in the x direction, an angle of 50 degrees. The first distance from there to the midpoint is 4 meters, and then from the midpoint to the Ghostbuster is 2.3. The weight of the ladder is 355 newtons, and the Ghostbuster weighs 875. Alright, so since this problem isn't in equilibrium, all the forces have to equal 0, and the torque has to equal 0. The first thing we want to do is find everything in the x direction. So the x forces in the x direction is gx minus p equals 0. So therefore gx equals p. Our next step is to find everything in the y direction, and we have the ground in the, acting on the ladder in the y direction minus the weight of the ladder minus the weight of the Ghostbuster equal to 0. So gy has to equal the weight of the ladder plus the weight of the Ghostbuster, which is 355 plus 875, so gy equals 1,230 newtons. That's our first unknown of 3 that we needed to find. So now we go over to torque. Since everything's in equilibrium, the torque has to also equal 0. So in order to calculate this, what you first want to do is pick a point from where you're going to start. So I chose down here. So we're looking for P here, and so the weight of the ladder times length 1 plus the weight of the Ghostbuster times length 2 plus P times L3, which is 8 meters for the total length. Alright, so we set it equal to P times L3, and that gives you the weight of the ladder times length 1 plus the weight of the Ghostbuster times length 2, and then you divide both sides by L3, so you get P equals the weight of the ladder times length 1 plus the weight of the Ghostbuster times length 2 divided by length 3. Alright, we also have to include our angles in here. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but that's a 50-degree angle, and that's also a 50-degree angle. So you plug in your numbers. 355 newtons times 4 meters cosine 50 plus 875 meters times 6.3 cosine 50 divided by 8 meters sine 50 gives you P equals 727.1, and as we said earlier, gx equals P, so gx is also going to be 727.1 newtons.